Hi everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm sharing a recipe that's near and dear to my heart, traditional Balkan stuffed cabbage rolls, also known as sarma. The dish is a staple across the Balkans and every family has their own special twist. Sarma is the ultimate comfort food, savory, tangy, and packed with delicious seasoned meat and rice, all wrapped in tender pickled cabbage leaves and slow cooked to perfection. It's perfect for family gatherings, festive occasions, or whenever you're craving a taste of tradition. Before we jump into the steps, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more traditional recipes and so much more. Also, the full written recipe with tips and tricks is available on my blog. Check out the link in the description box. So let me show you everything you need to make this authentic, delicious dish. So let's get cooking. You will need 2 small onions, around 200 grams finely chopped, 3 garlic cloves minced, 2 bay leaves, 50 grams of rice, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 200 milliliters of water, 150 grams of homemade bacon or pancetta plus extra for cooking, 20 grams of salt, 20 grams of vegeta, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 3 tablespoons of oil, I used olive oil, 1.3 kilograms of ground meat, I used pork, but pork and veal is a common mix, and of course pickled cabbage leaves. My recipe is doubled for a big family feast, but feel free to adjust it to suit your needs. I start by finely chopping the onions, almost like a mince, and slicing the bacon into tiny pieces. The smaller the better for even cooking and blending with the meat. Next, I heat up some oil in a pan and cook the bacon and onions until the onions turn translucent. Remember, the bacon doesn't need to be fully cooked at this stage. It will finish cooking later. Now it's time to mix everything together. In a large bowl, I combine the ground meat, cooked onions and bacon, rice, garlic, paprika, salt, pepper, and vegeta. This is where you want to take your time, mixing everything thoroughly, ensure all those wonderful flavors melt together. While the filling rests, let's get the cabbage ready. I carefully separate the leaves and trim the thick spine to make them easier to roll. A little tip, pickled cabbage adds the signature tangy flavor to sarma, so if you can find homemade pickled cabbage, it's worth it. I also chop up some extra cabbage to layer at the bottom of the pot. This not only prevents sticking, but also enhances the flavor. Now comes the fun part, rolling the cabbage rolls. Think of it like folding a burrito. Place some filling at the base of the leaf, tuck in the sides, and roll it tightly. Don't worry if they're not perfect. Once they're stacked in the pot, they'll hold their shape beautifully. I'll layer the rolls snugly in rows inside a large pot, stacking them as I go. Once the pot is full, I cover the rolls with leftover cabbage leaves. Pour in enough water to cover everything, and I add bay leaves and few extra pieces of bacon for extra flavor. Here's a little trick. I place a heat-resistant lid upside down over the rolls to weigh them down. This keeps everything in place as it simmers. Bring the pot to a boil, then reduce the heat and let it simmer gently for about 2.5 hours. The slow cooking is what makes the cabbage tender and allows the flavors to melt beautifully. To finish the dish, I make a simple roux. Heat some lard in a pan, stir in flour, and add a generous sprinkle of paprika for that vibrant color and smoky flavor. If it's too thick, just ladle in some of the flavorful broth from the pot until it reaches the perfect consistency. Once you're ready to add the roux, make sure to remove the lid and also all the loose leaf cabbage off the top, and then it's time to add the roux. Once the roux is ready, pour it over the cabbage rolls, give everything a gentle stir, and let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. And there you have it, a pot of sarma is ready to enjoy. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. I hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as my family does. Don't forget to check out the full recipe on my blog. The link is in the description box below. And if you try this dish, tag me on social media or let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how it turns out. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more recipes. Until next time, happy cooking, and I'll see you in the next video.